Hey, have you ever heard the anecdote about the woman who bought her cousin a pineapple as a gift and on presenting it to his wife found her to be highly offended because apparently pineapples equals swingers? I had that story pop into my brain this morning through a weird word association based on what I was listening to on the radio. And it just made me think how sometimes something is what it is. Like sometimes the pineapple is just a pineapple. It's not meaning anything else. And it made me think about how often we jump to conclusions when we don't necessarily have all of the information, and we certainly don't have a clear picture of the intent of other people. In my family, I have a reputation of being a little loud, a little overbearing, a little extroverted. And when my son was growing up, I introduced a safe word. Now, again, safe words have a different connotation, and it's not something you normally would have with your child. But in our case, the safe word was his way of being empowered to say, "Mum, stop, too far, back off, pull up." Ironically, in our household, that safe word was pineapples. And I chose that word, one, because it's not a word that necessarily would come up in conversation frequently, and two, I hate pineapples. Pineapples make me gag. I can eat them if they're cooked, but fresh pineapple, tinned pineapple, it just makes me feel awfully sick. And it's a textural sensation in the mouth from eating them, that the acidity or something creates a reaction on my palate, that the only other thing that I can say is like it is when a dog licks your face and it's just blah. So in our house, pineapples meant back off, stop, enough. And I was just wondering how often we apply our own definition or our own meaning, our own assumptions to words, and we react to what has been said based on that, when in fact it may have not been the intent of the other party. I have learned, because my husband has a very different communication style to me, and he would suffer because I would go down a path too quickly and he would not recover. He would take my reactions quite personally. And so we had to adjust our communication style. So I have learned that if we are talking about something which might be a little contentious, to say, when you say X, I understand it to mean Y. And more often than not, his response will be, no, that's not what I mean at all. What I actually mean is Z. And in the later years, the last 10 years of our marriage in particular, that has been a game changer. It's stopped us being at cross purposes. And it makes me pause and speak through what I'm thinking and articulating back or repeating back what I think I'm hearing. There's a line in my husband's favourite TV show, which is called Babylon 5. In the words of Molly Meldrum, check it out, do yourself a favour. Babylon 5, there's a line where the Vorlons, which is an alien race, they say the truth is a three-edged sword. And what that means is basically, in terms of the truth, there's your version, there's my version, and somewhere in the middle is the actual truth. And when you peel back your interpretations, your judgments, your lens that you're looking at things through or hearing things through, you often find that the truth is somewhere in the middle. So I was wondering, have you had an incident where a pineapple was actually just a pineapple and not something else, that you've had a miscommunication or a misunderstanding, amusing or otherwise? How did you deal with it? How did you resolve the confusion? Hit me up in the comments, and if you like what I've been talking about, give me a like, shoot me a note. Love to hear from you. Have a great day. Bye.